wasalam. And from this community, alhamdulillah, the core of African American Muslims and the core of this community right here where we today honor those who preceded us, who purchased this structure and who established Islam here in Long Beach. And alhamdulillah, this weekend, Bilal Islamic Center in Los Angeles is opening up the new mosque, alhamdulillah, built from the ground up. The African Americans, alhamdulillah, descendants of slaves, Imam Abdul Karim, 90 years old. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed him to lead from being a minister in the nation of Islam and having the leadership and the guidance, but coming into the fold of Islam and leading the community Islamically in such a way that makes all of us, alhamdulillah, be so grateful that we're Muslims in this moment of time and witnessing this beautiful transformation of a people to embrace this deen, the way of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, establishing it in this society, taking it to the core of the fabric of a society, in the jails and the prisons and the hallways and the byways, the places that nobody else wanted to come and go. When others immigrated and migrated here, the last place they wanted to go to was into the jails and the prisons. The last place they wanted to go was into the heart of the ghettos where the pimps and the whores and the gamblers and the gangsters. But this is where Islam met a core of those, alhamdulillah, who for more than 90 years have held on to this faith. And we just are so grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to see this rise right here in Southern California. It's a little older. We are one of the second oldest communities from the descendants of slaves here in Long Beach and in Pasadena and in San Diego. But Los Angeles is the oldest. And alhamdulillah, today they're having their first Jummah in the new masjid. And tomorrow there'll be a program with the dignitaries and on Sunday. But again, this is the story that our children must know. And this didn't happen except with the participation of those who immigrated and who migrated. So together, not just the efforts of the African Americans and the descendants of slaves, but for the brothers and sisters whose families migrated here and who have partnered with us to make Islam be what it is here in this society, in this nation. And we're unapologetic as Muslims. We stand on truth. And this is where collectively and together we stand hand in hand with our brothers in Palestine and our brothers in Gaza, brothers in the West Bank. We stand hand in hand with our brothers in Kashmir. We stand hand in hand with our brothers in India that we know that are struggling. The Muslims in China, we keep hearing about the masajids and Islamic centers being burned down. We stand hand in hand with them collectively together, and the Muslims together in America. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed us to actualize what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam received. And with the ummah to Muhammad, we're not a black community or a white community or an Arab community or a Pakistani community or Indian community. We're a Muslim community who together have put our hands together, given a foundation to these young people before us, letting them know they stand on a rich history, a history that still is alive in this moment. It didn't die with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It didn't die with the Sahabas. It didn't die with the Tabi'een. It didn't die in 1918 when the first war ended and the Muslim empire was dispersed and distributed by the Western world. But Islam didn't die, and the Muslims didn't die. And we've risen in multitudes of lands, being strong. And we're witnessing this strength when we see the hundreds of thousands of Muslims across the world standing up for the Muslims in Gaza. Not just holding our head down, not just hating it in our heart, but doing something, becoming active and participatory, lending our voice to a truth.